Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. You are watching our channel AC Astro, and today we are going to talk about a very important transition. Very important. Why? Because Mercury is going to transit in Aquarius, and we can say that he is going to such a house where already two extreme enemies are sitting together, Sun and Saturn. When one extreme friend of both will join there, so how this party will become? Is it become the auspicious, inauspicious, or it will be something else? For all 12 signs, you want to know what for me, I am Taurus, I am Capricorn, I am this and that. All 12 signs, we are going to analyze this important transition. So let's welcome Akash Chauhan from Calgary, Canada. He is ready with his Akash ji, namaskar. He's
Namaskar.
ready with his calculations and analysis. So Akash ji, there is one beautiful ad in past times, I think when you were also in Mumbai, खूब मिलेगा रंग जब मिल बैठेंगे तीन यार. तो
आप मैं
how you can explain this Sun, Saturn, and Mercury? Because
yes,
Mercury is friend both.
yeah, Mercury is friend to both, and Mercury is the planet of wisdom, and Mercury is the planet of intelligence. So it will take all intelligence actions, and some people who are get facing a lot of problems between these two enemies, or because Sun is here in this house, so there can be sudden change, and there are special days also. Like you can't miss the special days when there will be conjunction of Buddha Aditya, that is Sun and Mercury, and in the 11th bhav. That means in the 11th house, 11th number Rashi. 11th number Rashi is a natural benefic Rashi where it is supposed to give you a lot of gains and money. So, Rohitji, let's discuss about all the 12 houses and how Mercury is placed for each person and what is going to happen. Okay, so before I start, I'll give you a brief overview of what is happening. That Mercury is going to Aquarius, okay, from Capricorn, and it is going on February 27. That is just few days from now, or maybe if you're watching this video around February 27, and to March 16. So it will be there for total of 17 days, and this 17 days will be life changing for you because Mercury, whenever it goes in this house, it makes a very very good effort of giving you money from your intelligence, gains from your intelligence. Now Mercury is making conjunction. Saturn is already present in this house from 17th of Jan after it transited. So Saturn is present here in own house and in the 11th house of gains. Okay. Sun entered here on 13th of Feb. So Sun is already here with Saturn and Mercury is entering this house. Now there will be a Budh Aditya Yog around 10th of March, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Very, very important days. These 4 days. It's very, very important because Buddha Aditya Yoga in transit, and those people who have actually Buddha Aditya Yoga, because this is the most common yoga in Kundali. So this is going to give you a lot of benefit during this time. That is 10th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 5 days. Very, very important. Because on 10th of March, they will be 7 degrees apart, 25 and 18. Sun will be at 25, Mercury at 18. Okay. Now, because I got a lot of requests from people that why don't you talk about nakshatras and if planet goes into nakshatra and XYZ. So now Mercury will enter Shatabhisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March 2023. And it is a nakshatra of Rahu. Very, very favorable results for all the Aries ascendant because it's a nakshatra of Rahu. Rahu rules material wealth and Rahu rules illusion. Rahu rules monetary benefits. So and it is going into the house of money. So money benefit, monetary benefit, promotions, increment, lottery, and whatnot. So many things for you guys. Very, very good. And after this, the second nakshatra which Mercury enters is 11th of March in Purva Bhadrapada, and that is again the nakshatra of Jupiter. And here also Mercury is very neutral and it will not cause any harm at all. Okay. Now it is the nakshatra of wisdom and intelligence with it, so you will be of a lot of good. This time transit from Shatabhisha to Purva Bhadra nakshatra and Buddha Aditya Yoga. It is a blessing, like it is a blessing for you. Now, Rohiji, let's talk about that how this Mercury in the 11th house. in conjunction of all three planets. But Mercury in specific, how it will benefit. Now the 11th house is a natural house of wealth and income, gain in name, fame, money, and also plays a very big role in determining that what brings you profit. So there can be many profit to business, profit to this, profit to that, profit to job, profit to contract, profit to so many things. But here it says that Mercury is the planet of intelligence. Here you will get profit from some intelligent action which you will put in the universe or put in for some reason. Okay. It also tells you about your social circle, that how your social circle is, how many people are connected to you, how many people can benefit you, how many people are your well wishers. Because of Saturn and Sun here, there might have been little bit problems related to ego and ego clashes, because both planets. Uh, so the thing is that our text says that Saturn and Sun both are not good friends; they are enemies. Okay, so their nature in the beginning was enemy, but when Sun got to know the whole story about Chayama and how Lord Shiva explained that Saturn is your son and you did wrong to him, and this that is why you were cursed and you got grahan. Then Surya also, Sun also put his joined in hands in front of Saturn and asked for forgiveness. So that means they are not so cruel, not so bad enemies. Every planet has three qualities. Every planet. If it is exalted, then also; if it is debilitated, then also. Exalted planets, the three qualities this planet has, any planet has, is benefic, malefic, and neutral. Very simple. Exalted Jupiter in the sixth house can give you diabetes and gangrene, but exalted Jupiter in the sixth house can even make you a judge or a very good lawyer. Exalted Jupiter, yeah. So it has both the sides. There are both the sides of this mirror, bad and good. So here in the 11th house, your social circle, your friends, acquaintances, your well-wishers, and your relationship with your elder brother or sister, this is the time to get into that bond. And intelligently, if there is some problem which is going on between you guys, intelligently solve it. You take the lead, right? Now, from here, the common three drishtis, common three aspects is on the fifth house. The fifth house is the Putra Bhav. Now, the fifth house belongs to Sun. Okay, the fifth house here belongs to Sun, and they are directly aspecting to the house of Sun. Now, this is the house of creativity. Sun has the power to get creativity out, to get playfulness, joy, pleasure, romance, mental intelligence, because Mercury is looking there and Saturn is looking there. So, Saturn is looking at the house of Sun, right? So, here it gives you a capacity or to create and innovate. This is the time for innovation. This is the time to do extreme hard work, because extreme hard work will give you a lot of money. If there are some deadlines for you to complete a task, immediately do it. Now Sun is also the soul, and Sun is looking in this house, Mercury is looking in this house, Saturn is looking in this house. If you are planning, or if you are in the process of conceiving, here it's a very good time, because Sun is the soul. It will give you that power. It has that power right now in that house, which can transform the energy there into a new living being. So very very good transit for Rohiji, very good transit for Aries ascendant. Now make the most of it, and a simple remedy. There is only one remedy, because three planets are sitting in the same house, so we don't want to disturb anything by doing anything wrong. Just water tulsi plant or a holy basil plant. If you cannot do that, if you do not have holy basil, if you are in any countries where there are no, just just keep just look at the picture of holy basil, and in your heart just pray to holy basil that Jai Tulsi Ma. That's it. Mercury is 100% becomes very strong for you. Use
Yes.
basil in your food. Use You should never chew a basil. You should always swallow it, because it has mercury, a lot of mercury content in it, and it can
Hmm.
be bad for the teeth. But overall,
Hmm.
Rohit, very good transit for Aries ascendant.
Yes. Very good transit. And Especially on Sundays, don't pluck the basil
Yeah,
and don't eat on Sundays.
yeah,
You should avoid that thing. So basically, it is right that Sun and Saturn both are father and son, and they have difference of opinion, but they are not
enemies.
actually enemy. They don't harm each other. So
Right.
this is a modern astrology. Otherwise, previous traditional astrologers say, "Oh, Sun and Saturn together, it will do this and that." I don't think so. Both are very genius, both are very mindful, so they never hurt each other. So this is, I don't believe. So next, move on to the Taurus ascendant. And what this, when three friends will sit together, I will say three friends will sit together, Mercury, Sun and Saturn, then what Taurus ascendant people will get, because it is going to happen in their profession house, very
Yeah,
important house.
right. Very important house. Here, three planets are sitting. Saturn is already sitting, and it will come out of the Astra, the combust nature after 6th of March. So very, very good. Now Mercury will make a conjunction here with Saturn and Sun. Saturn is already present here from 17th of Jan. Okay, and Mercury is transiting into Aquarius on Feb of 27th till March of 16 for 17 days. Sun is already present here and entered on 13th of Feb. Okay, this is just for reference because we have to see that three planets are sitting here and how Mercury transit will be. Okay, now we have to be very vigilant and very careful about this, and it is a very big opportunity for everyone of Taurus ascendant to rise very big in professional environment, because Buddha-Aditya Yoga is forming around 10th of March. There will be a close conjunction, 7 degrees conjunction of Sun and Mercury on 10th of March. So 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. 5 days. These are the most important days for you to be very vigilant about taking actions on these days, taking good actions, because Buddha Aditya Yoga forming in your career house, amazing. Like your career boost, it can boost you to a level that you can't even imagine. But effort should be present. 100%. Those people who are looking for a job, this is the time when something will click for you. Those people want promotion in job. Those people are looking for a big career growth. This is the time from 9th to 13th March. In fact, Rohitji, we have also discussed that we will be making monthly predictions for every ascendant according to the placement of all the planets, their movements, and what happens when. So that if you see one video, you're sorted for the month.
So
And
that we will start from
from April.
April.
Yeah, because it is a lot of hard work. I have to. Oh, you can't even imagine the research. Every day, some planet is transiting, some is getting retrograde, some is going to this nakshatra, that nakshatra. It's crazy. But no, I will do it. We will do the hard work. Now, Mercury enters Satvisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March. Okay, and Satvisha is a nakshatra for Rahu, and Rahu it's very favorite. It's very favorite nakshatra. Satvisha means 100 of Vedya, 100 of doctors. So here it will repair this thing. It says that it will repair any kind of problems if related to 10th house. Rohitji, 10th house related problems. Now 10th house has problems related to knee, joint, teeth, and skin. If there is any such kind of issue going on in your life, it is the time when Mercury comes in this nakshatra, it will give you solution related to that. So very, very good transit. And then on 11th of March, Mercury enters Purva Bhadrapada. And Purva Bhadrapada is a nakshatra of Jupiter. And Mercury here gives good results because it goes and sits in the nakshatra of Jupiter in the house of Saturn and in the what you say in the capacity of being an intelligent planet, being an intelligent and intellectual planet. So very, very good kind of transit. This transit is very, very favorable for every ascendant. Now here we have to again see Venus and Mercury. Venus is the ascendant lord here, and Mercury naturally rules here the second house of money. Okay, Rohitji, it is also a Maraka planet, so we have to also consider that. Okay, and it also rules the fifth house of children. Now it is aspecting on the fourth house of domestic peace and happiness, and aspecting in the house of Sun, which is where when it aspects to the house of Sun, it is gives neutral results. It does not give very favorable results, but neutral results. Saturn is also aspecting there, Sun is also aspecting there. So Sun is aspecting in his own house. It is Mool Trikon sign for Sun. So Sun will give very good results here. But we are talking about Mercury and about Taurus ascendant. And in the 10th house, the Karma Bhav. So now 10th house is the house of your karma, your actions, your self-confidence, your livelihood, your work, office place, your career. It also is the house of state attachment, your designation in your career. Okay, it is the happiness. It is happiness from father. It is happiness from like your foreign travel or the results from career in a foreign land. So it is the house of that. Now here, little bit of issue related to father and son relationships. There can be little bit of difference of opinion. I am not saying you will be fighting, you will be hitting each other, but because Sun and Saturn sits here and the energy which they had in the um, previous episode or previous era of their, yeah, previous life, when Shani was very young, and Shani is young right now. Here Shani is in very less degrees and Sun is transiting over Saturn, so it is not in very good degrees. So you have to understand when Shani or Saturn is in a very good degree, like 20, like above 15 or 16, that means it is mature now. And then Sun passes Devi. They are very good friends because at that degree they have understanding that, oh, I know that Shiva solved all our problems and now we know that we are father and son. But in the Yuva state, in a very early stage, here Saturn and Sun can give you a little bit of conflict related to your father and son difference of opinion. But on the same front, the relationship with mother will be so good at this time. The health of the mother will be so good because Mercury sitting in the Shatabhisha Nakshatra from 3rd of March, it will look into the 4th house, and 4th house is the house of domestic peace and happiness. Here, if there are any problem related to any health of your mother, this will also increase. This will also get solved. Also, Rohitji, very, very important thing here is that because three planets are coming together in the same house and in the house of career, there can be sudden spike in career. Sudden spike because Saturn is the lord of karma, right? This is the karma bhav. Sun wants you to do karma, and Mercury gives you the intelligence to do karma. Sun gives you the courage to do karma. So here, be courageous. Go ahead, go with some power, and something very beautiful is in this transit for you. Very beautiful during this Buddha Aditya Yoga, especially from 9th to 13th of March. You have to be very, very hardworking, attentive, see opportunities around you. There could be a very good opportunity in this period. The remedy which you should do is that only give water to holy basil, that is tulsi ma. Okay, do not chew tulsi ma. Always swallow it and pray to tulsi ma. Those people who cannot do this, right? I would say the God only looks at your intention, not the way, the procedure. Just open a Google image of holy basil and just pray in front of that image. Okay, everything is digital now. So doing that also will give you a lot of good results. The intention should be pure rather than your action. So Rohitji, this is how Mercury in Aquarius for Taurus ascendant will play a
Yes.
role.
Mercury in Taurus ascendant and all the three planets which will give different kind of results. I think they will have some unexpected or some phenomenal results in field of profession, and they just have to take care that don't come in argue with your seniors or
Right.
your immediate bosses, because Sun and Saturn together. But overall, good result and remedy also tell by Akashi. Now let's move on to the another ascendant, that is a Gemini ascendant. So what this transition of Mercury and the conjunction of three planets will bring for the Mercury for the Gemini ascendant people whose lord is itself Mercury.
Agree. Rohitji, for Gemini ascendant, Mercury will be in Aquarius from February 27 to March of 16, 2023 for 17 days. And Mercury will make conjunction with Saturn and Sun during this period. Okay. Very important, very good thing about this conjunction is that first we have to see that Saturn is sitting here in the ninth house where the conjunction is happening already from 17th of Jan, and Sun has entered on 13th of Feb and taken some degrees, and it is moving ahead to go into Pisces. But again, now let's talk about Mercury. Here, Mercury and Sun will form a very good yoga. First of all, Mercury is a very good friend of Saturn as well as Sun. So it is a planet sitting between two planets. It will come in conjunct with two planets who are supposed to be or supposedly called enemies in the Vedic astrology structure. But they are enemies at a very initial degrees. When they are enemies at they maybe nearly till below 12 degrees, Saturn and Sun are enemies. But after that, when Saturn is mature, he understood the real value of Sun, and that time he is not an enemy. So I have seen some charts where Sun and Saturn are sitting together and they give beautiful results, beautiful to with father and with everything, because the degree is so much mature that they are in that state that they will give good results. But when Saturn is like at 6-7 degrees, here it will be like just at 6 or 7 degrees. So here that means Saturn and Sun, there will be difference of opinion with father here, okay, or gurus, different of opinion with your teachers. This is the placement. Now, Mercury will come here in your ninth house of Dharma and give you intelligence. But before moving there, I will just want to go tell you then Mercury enters Satpisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March. So 3rd of March is a very important date. As soon as Mercury enters Satpisha Nakshatra, if you are going through any problems related to the ninth house, the ninth house, you know what it rules about your hips, your thighs, your nervous system or arteries. You know, if you have blockages in arteries, nerves, and all, Satvisha Nakshatra is the nakshatra which actually is called 100 Vaidya or 100 doctors. Satvisha, 100 doctors. That means it will give little bit relief, little bit, no, very much relief from any such kind of problems. And it is the favorite nakshatra of Mercury. And Mercury will enter Purva Bhadrapada, that nakshatra on 11th of March 2023. It is the nakshatra of Jupiter in the house of Saturn. And here Mercury give good results because it comes into the nakshatra of, sits in the house of its best friend and gives results of intelligence in a nakshatra of wisdom. So much connection. Amazing. Now for Gemini ascendant, let's talk about the placement of Mercury and what will be the effect on the aspect as well as sitting in the ninth house. So the ninth house is the Bhagyastan or the house of Dharma. Now here, your truth, capacity of telling truth and your capacity of being in principles, your dreams and intuitions, they will all come true or they will all fall in place. Your religious instincts will be much higher. You will be following dharma. If you are if you want to go to a long distance journey, you can win such kind of journeys inside your organization. They will say, oh, you have done so well, your performance appraisal was good, now let's go to 3 days and 2 nights in this place and have fun with your family. Such kind of things might come your way. Higher learnings are increasing, and your inclination towards good deeds and charity and luck and fortune, everything will be in your favor. You will be inclined towards doing charity, you will be inclined towards doing good deeds, right? So here, very good. Ninth house will be very much active, but because Saturn and Sun are here in close conjunction and Saturn is at less degree, so respecting the guru, respecting your intelligence will be a test here, okay? Mercury will come and enhance the quality of intelligence here, but it will still be a test that do you become aggressive or do you be calm, patient, and then take actions, because that actions will automatically affect your third house, that is your Parakram Sthan, that is the house from where energy comes to you, courage comes to you. Okay, here because Sun is looking into his own house here from the ninth house, you will be very much courageous or tejasvi at this point of time. You will be full of fire. It is like Kritika Nakshatra, full of fire, full power, because Sun is looking in his own house and it is giving a lot of strength and courage. Now Mercury is also looking in that house and it gives a very neutral aspect there. But this aspect tells us that in the third house, your short distance journey, because the ninth house and the third house, ninth house is long distance journey and Third house is short distance journey. If you have applied for a visa or applied for any immigration kind of purposes, this is the time you can hear some good news. And that good news you can hear around 9th to 13th of March, because that is the time when Buddha Aditya Yoga and both the planet will be aspecting that house. They will be in close conjunction, and it's a very auspicious conjunction of Mercury and Sun, like knowledge and courage together. If you have knowledge, you have the courage to go and apply that knowledge somewhere. And the third house, it is in naturally it has the power of Gemini only, and it is Gemini ascendant. Okay, so ascendant wise, the third house was given to Sun, and Sun is looking in that house. And here a person, it governs your mental inclination and the ability to memorize, ability to understand things, ability to decode knowledge. This house also relates to journey, as I told you, brothers, sisters, neighbors, interests, habits, mental health, everything is this house. And the main purpose of this house is communication. Modes of communication such as media, television, telephone, radio, writing, your content writing, article writing, websites, SEO, now what not, all the IT terms which you know, is everything from this house. Social media, your social status is seen from the third and the 11th house. 11th house is seen that how people look at you, and third house is the house where how you look at people or you look at yourself in the social world. So Rohitji, very very good transit for Gemini ascendant, and the the main thing which they should do currently is to put water in a tulsi plant. Tulsi plant is sakshat Mercury. It has Mercury, the element of Mercury in it, and it should be chewed. It should always basil should always be swallowed. Those people who do not cannot put water in basil, they do. In India, everyone in their homes have holy basil as a medicinal plant, as it cures all the vastu dosh and so many things. But if you're in a foreign country, so God always demands for innocence, for always your dedication, and your intention should be pure. You can even open a picture of holy basil and just bow in front of it. The bhavna should be there, the intention should be pure. So that is also a very good option. And Rohiji, this is what I would analyze the coming days for Gemini ascendant.
Yes. Coming days for Gemini looking good, especially people who are connected with social media. And most of the people today in these days are connected with social media. So most of the people ask after uploading video, how can we contact you? How can we get our chart analyzed? So just drop your details on acastro@gmail.com or on the WhatsApp number displayed on the screen. You can send your birth details. You will get the consultation. You will be contacted by our team and they will give you time and date, and you can get the personal detailed chart reading by Akashji. So moving on further, let's go to the Cancer ascendant, because this Mercury transition and the conjunction of these three planets is going to happen in very one of the most mysterious house of Kundli birth chart, that is eighth house. Nobody can predict the eighth house results. So what this conjunction and transition will bring for Cancer ascendant people?
Rohiji, for Cancer ascendant, Mercury will be in Aquarius from February 27 to March of 16, 2023 for a number of 17 days. This is a very auspicious conjunction and transit because Sun and Saturn may have some differences here, but Mercury is friend of both of them. And it is coming into a very comfortable house because this is the house of hidden knowledge. This is the house of getting to know unknown. This is the house from where we see inheritance, hidden wealth for you. It is also the house where we see hidden problems, sudden ups and downs, accidents. House from where we see that what is seventh house giving us? The luck from seventh house, that is inheritance or benefits from your in-laws or from your wife. Okay, so it is a very mysterious house. It is also called the Patala Lok. It means deep down inside. So people who have got enlightenment, that is Lord Kartikeya, that is Lord Buddha, they went inside themselves, deep inside them to get enlightenment. So here This is the house from where we see enlightenment. Okay. Also, the 12th house is the significator of enlightenment. And now let's see, the 12th house Lord has come and sit in the 8th house. Okay, so deep spiritual practices are on their way. Now, before moving on in more detail, I would like to tell you something. So, Mercury is making conjunction with Saturn, that is already here from 17th of Jan, and Sun, which entered on 13th of Feb. Buddha Aditya Yoga is formed around 10th of March onwards. That means a very close conjunction, Rohit ji, of Mercury and Sun, that is Buddha Aditya Yoga. There will be 7 degrees apart on 10th of March, and Sun will be at 25, Mercury will be at 18. Now, here a very, very good point. From 9th till 13th, it is the time for you to get something secretly, some knowledge, some money, some inheritance, some court case winning. And if your Mercury or Saturn or Sun is badly placed, then negative effects, accidents, get into some litigations, get into sudden health problems, that can also be possible. So everything depends on the natal placement of the planets in your chart. Now, here, whatever your natal placement may be, but if by chance during 9th and 13th you are so much active and so much in power, and you ask for some good things related to knowledge, related to your hidden things, or something which actually you deserve, this is the time you will be getting from this 8th house Buddha Aditya Yoga forming here. Mercury will enter shatabhisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March 2023 at 3:18 p.m. and it is the nakshatra of Rahu. So here, good news again is that diseases, if some people are going through chronic diseases, going through a lot of problems, their test results are awaited, they are going to doctors, this and that, to and fro, here can be a good news because there will be cure for your problem, because Mercurian comes and sits in the Rahu Nakshatra. It is Satvishya, that means 100 doctors. So good point here. Secondly, Mercury enters Purva Bhadra Nakshatra on 11th of March. This is the nakshatra of Jupiter. Here, the power of wisdom and the planet of intelligence comes and sits here. Very, very good placement of Mercury in this nakshatra. This gives you more intelligence, more wisdoms, ability to understand and ability to grasp things. Ruji, now in 8th house, as I said, it is called the Ayusthan, longevity. Okay, and Saturn sitting here in his own house, that means longevity will be increased. Mahamrityunjay Jap, Mahamrityunjay mantra is very much important for this 2.5 years for all the people whose Saturn is sitting here, because we need to rule over death, longevity, and sudden events like losses. Okay, so we need to rule out that from our life, and that is how, only by doing Mahamrityunjay mantra. Here, events like lottery can be possible, but just understand Saturn is here. If you will try to get money from any unethical kind of way, Saturn will start showing you its results. Now, this is the house of transformation, okay, inheritance. And it is the house from where your psychology and astrology, or psychologists, astrologers, mathematicians, paranormal people who do paranormal activities, or who researchers, your archaeologists, and such kind of people are ruled. So if you are in any such kind of profession which relates to research, very amazing time from 9th to 13th to do your research and file something about it, or make or write something. It will be like world will adore your research. It is such kind of a good conjunction and a play Mercury transit for you. Mercury now looks at your Dhanastan, the second house. And here Dhanstan in Vedic astrology is referred to the house of possessions. It is the house of family, it is the house of Dhan, and it is the house of your speech. Okay, so your possessions, if you want to increase, you want to go into this, you want to buy a house, or you must have bought a house, now you will beautify it, or maybe your bank balance will increase because Sun is looking here in the second house. It is a Maraka planet for Cancer ascendant, but yes, it is still looking at the second house, and it rules the second house of money. So here money is coming your way. So a lot of people who wants inheritance from father's side, this is the time, man. You're getting little bit inheritance, or you can ask your father for some favors. This is going to be very good. And on the basis of Mercury, in fact, second house is the house of gaining things. That means knowledge is also an asset for you. Here you need to be make sure that, because sun energy and Mercury, when look here, they give lot of communication issues and aggressiveness, because they are ugra graha. That sun is a very hot planet, so it can, you can just say some bad things to your family, or maybe out of ego or out of some frustration. So avoid that, because second house is also the house of speech. So Riju, for Cancer ascendant, overall very nice transit. They should not worry about anything. They just do the Mahamrityunjay jab, because Saturn is in the eighth house for next 2.5 years. They should also put curd in their bathing water, little bit curd in the water which they want to take shower from, because that will cool down their head. And thirdly, if they want to go and do Rudra Abhishek, do Abhishek of Shivling, then they should put little bit curd on Shivling and then put water on it. So it's very good transit for this house also. But the disclaimer is, you have to know that how natal, like, is Mercury niche for you? Is Mercury in a bad place for you? Is Mercury sitting in your Lagna? You have to see everything. Then you can. And if Mercury Dasha and Antardasha is going on, okay, Rahu, Sun Dasha, Jupiter Dasha, all these dashas, we have to be careful at how this planet will act to us.
Yes. Right said. Good transition for cancer ascendant, but the only thing what you have to take care is that you have to look at your chart, what dashas you are going through, the placements of planets in natal chart, all that you have to see, and that will give you final result. And for the private consultations, you are most welcome to drop your birth details on acastro@gmail.com, or you can send on the WhatsApp number displayed here, because all analysis we tell, every transition we tell you is just a generic prediction, because prediction change from chart to chart. Some cancer ascendant will get very good result, some will not get good result, just because of the placements, dasha and mahadasha. And all these things will be analysis in birth chart analysis that you can get done from Akashji. Just drop your details on acastro@gmail.com or on the WhatsApp number displayed. Further, moving on to the Leo sign, how this transition of Mercury and the conjunction of three planets will affect the Leo ascendant people, because Sun is playing very important role here, and Sun is Lord of Leo. So Akashji will further explain us.
Rohiji, Mercury is will be in Aquarius from 27th of February to 16th of March for 17 days. And Mercury makes here conjunction with Saturn, Saturn and Sun. Saturn is already present here from 17th of Jan, okay, and it is the own house of Saturn, so Saturn does not cause any harm here. And Sun has come here, but Sun can cause little bit of harm related to your relationships and partnerships. But because Mercury is coming now, and it is a very intelligent, intellectual planet, it will not. It is coming between two enemies, and they are not very enemies, but Rohit, we have to understand the degree and the state of Saturn and Sun. So when Saturn is young, when Saturn is in a young state, it is enemy of Sun. But when it grows older, when it is over 15 to 17, 18 degrees, then it becomes neutral to Sun, because that at that time he got to know about the the nature of Sun and why Sun and they had a problem. So there's a very big story here which I have already told in many videos. So go into the Sun video and uh, listen to it. So now here, Rohitji, Buddha Aditya Yoga is going to be formed on 10th of March onwards, and that means close conjunction of 7 degrees between Sun and Mercury. So Buddha Aditya Yoga is a very common yoga, because Sun and Mercury are always almost in the same, almost moving in the same place, same time, because they're very close to each other. But this is special. This is special because Sun and Mercury will come close in the seventh house. So everything related to your partnerships, if you're in a business partnerships, in your life partnership, your love life, your marriage, every auspicious decisions can be made between 9th to 13th of March 2023. Very good time to make decisions about your partnerships. Any, your husband, wife, marriage, your partnership in business, and so many things. In fact, those people who want to buy a house in foreign lands, here is a very good time for you to start taking the decision or go and meet the builder and give the token in this yoga, Buddha Yoga. Now here, Rohitji, Mercury enters Satabhisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March 2023, and Satabhisha Nakshatra is the Nakshatra of Rahu, and Mercury is very comfortable in this Nakshatra. Here, Mercury gives very, very intuitive knowledge to people who have Mercury in Satabhisha Nakshatra. And for me, Rohitji, Mercury is sitting in Satabhisha Nakshatra in the 7th house with Sun. So this is a very natal, in my natal chart placement also, Sun and Mercury are sitting here. So it's a very good, and it will give a lot of effect to people who are related to this kind of placements. So you need to see your placements also, that how your placements of planets is, and then you can determine a lot of things. So 9th to 13th, I will not be taking any consultations. I will just be focusing on my research, because I want to get some research done on Saturn and Sun, and how, why, till what degree do they give good results. Because K.N. Rao sir says you do not read books and get the idea. You need to look at 100, 200, 500 kundlis, and then see the conjunction and note down research from that, that this happened to this person, this happened to this person, this happened to this person, that how does these both react when they are in what kind of degrees. Now, Mercury will enter into Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, and that is on 11th of March. Again, this is the Nakshatra of Jupiter in the house of Aquarius, and it is the Nakshatra of wisdom, and where a planet of intelligence will sit. So it is also again good. You will make good decisions here. That's why I'm saying from 9th till 13th is the best time for all ascendants, because somewhere in some path, in some house, this conjunction will happen, and they will make decision to their career, dharma, knowledge, partnerships, kids, court cases, many things according to all the houses. In the 7th house sitting here, what is the 7th house now? As we discussed earlier also, Rohiji, 7th house is called the house of partners, or Yuvati Bhav, and it is the house of wife or spouse partnerships, including business partnerships. Also deals with the darker sides of your relationships. Okay, so here we cannot become clever now. Whatever darker side of relationship we are trying to build or maintain or do, or preserve, no, you cannot preserve it right now, because the truth is going to come out. Now, people who are settled in foreign lands, this is the house for them to make another house in foreign lands, or a first house in foreign land. So here, good time for such people. And the also one more thing, good thing is that love and romance. Those people who are in love and romance, they can take a decision between 9th to 13th of March that they want to move ahead with what decision. From here, it is looking in the Lagna directly. Okay, and that means it is looking at your brain. The first house is the house that represents the way you look, your physical personality, and includes your physical appearance. So here, because you will now look intelligent, you will now look mature, you will now take good decisions. There will be a sense of what you say. There will be a sense of strength in you. You will have a lot of strength, and you will make very clear that this is my like and this is my dislike, and this is how I need to move forward. So this transit for Leo Lagna is going to be very magical because of 7th house placement. Here Sun rules the nakshatra, so here there will be a lot of tej, a lot of radiance on the face or on the forehead of Leo ascendant people. The very good remedy for here is that because Sun rules this nakshatra, so give arc to Sun, that is put water to Sun, number one, and secondly, put water to Tulsi or holy basil plant. Those people who cannot do that, Sun is present or omnipresent, it's present all over the world. So they can just put water to Sun, saying Om Surya Nama, number one. Otherwise, the other thing, and there is scientific reason for it. We are not talking about any mythological reason or anything here. Everything has a scientific reason. The plant basil has so many medicinal properties that even if you go near to basil plant, you start getting cured of so many things. Same way when you put the water in a copper vessel in front of a sun, it has the power of getting, the sun is very hot, and copper has the power to transfer electrons in our body, electric power in our body, that can can get our cells repaired, and even the eyesight also becomes very good when early morning you put water to the sun. So everything is scientific. We will not speak about anything like go and put coal in water and this and that. That is also remedies. It is not, you cannot ignore them. They are remedies, but they have to be done at a very extreme and very difficult time when nothing is working out. Okay. So Rohit, this is the analysis for Leo ascendant according to my knowledge. There can be
Yes.
more, then can be less, but
No, this is very balanced analysis, and for Leo ascendant people, only advice is to just stay away from arguments with spouse, because this is going to happen in seventh house. And for you people who want a personal consultations, you just drop your birth details on acs2channel at gmail.com or on the WhatsApp number displayed on the screen. You can do in both ways. Just note down, drop here, and you will get contacted by our team. So let's move on further to the Virgo ascendant people. They are eagerly waiting, I know, because I am also waiting for my ascendant. So let's see how this transition and how this conjunction, which is going to happen in one of the trick houses, sixth house,
exactly.
what result they will give here.
Rohit, so Mercury will be in Aquarius from February 27 to March of 16, 2023 for 17 days. Okay, so this 17 days may be very small or look like 17 days, what happens and this and that. But we have to understand that this 17 days will be the days when Mercury makes conjunction with Saturn as well as Sun. Saturn is already here from 17th of Jan and Sun has entered here on 13th of Feb. So Sun is in good degrees here. Okay, now Buddha Aditya Yoga, that is when conjunction of close conjunction of Saturn, from close conjunction from Mercury and Sun happens, and that happens around 10th of March. So from 9th of March till 13th of March, there will be lot of energy of Buddha Aditya Yoga in this house. So any decisions related to your health, like you want to get operated, not get operated, you want to get into these medicines, you want to get into radiations, not radiations, oh there is some problem related to health, let's just go to the doctor and show him. That kind of decision should be made very much between this 9 and 13, because you will get a solution here. Because Mercury will be entering Satabhisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March, okay, and it is the Nakshatra of Rahu, and it is the Nakshatra of 100 doctors, and the sixth house is the house where we see everything related to health. So that means any health, small, even small issue, you go to the doctor and get it checked during this period. Now it is Mercury's favorite nakshatra, so you will also be getting off from all the problems that you may think can happen. You know, nowadays if we even get little bit of acidity, we think, we search and Google says, oh you have cancer, and we get, oh my god, what is this? So don't be a self doctor, go and seek help of a professional. Now those people who are into court cases or who are into big loan or debts, you will now make a plan, you will have to make a plan, a decision, that how you want to move forward, right? How you want to get into that state of mind that you overcome your enemies. You will be using intelligence to overcome your enemies, because Mercury is the planet of intelligence. Now, Mercury also enters Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra on 11th of March. This is the Nakshatra of Jupiter, and now from 11th till 13th, you can 11th till 13th is the time for you to sign something, to go and do some investment or do something, because here the house of Jupiter means it is the house of wisdom, and the planet of knowledge. When enters wisdom, you know, knowledge and wisdom go hand in hand. Amazing type of benefit you will get. Sun is here, not so good. He can give you little bit problems related to pitta and lot of acidity and stomach related problems, so you have to be careful. Saturn is a cold planet, lot of cold cough kind of problems, so you have to be careful that way. But Mercury will try to give all the best results it can in your career growth. Also it will help you because it rules your 10th house, and also it is looking at the 12th house of losses. Sun is looking at the 12th house of losses, so there can be losses related to your father or father's health. You can be spending money on your father or guru, or there may be expenditure related to spiritual practices. I just saw a chart yesterday night, Rohitji. 4 planets in the 12th house making I think she will be watching. Oh, may she is Kark Lagna, so she'll not be watching this. Four planets in the 12th house making sannyasa yoga, Karka Lagna, Moon in the own house, and Sun Dasha. Sun is in the 12th house. For last till all the Sun Dasha, she said must have spent at least 50,000 to $100,000. That is around 80 lakh to 1 crore rupees only on remedies and astrologers. I told her that you do any remedy in the world, you even God comes down, he will not be able to change your destiny because that is the past life karma, that is the prarabdha we have to come and serve here. You come from any, you go to any pandit, anyone in this world, no one can take your pain away. Any doing any remedy or playing with nature will actually have other repercussions on you. Doing sattvic remedies, doing sattvic Vedic remedies like mantra chanting, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Shanishcharaya Nama, Om Suryaya Nama, Om Buddhaya Nama. Very good, no problem at all. But throwing this ice in water or putting coal in ice and digging holes and that is also good remedies. There are also good remedies. There are Lal Kitab remedies. But it has to be done only when there is a desperate like life and death situation, not just for your own pleasure. Understand that nor even biggest kings or queens of this world went with any of their riches. They just went away. Their body was burnt or buried or thrown up to vultures to eat. No one takes his body. That means the one that is inside the soul is only the thing that goes away from here. So nurture your soul. The 12th house drishti here of sun says nurture your soul. Your soul is burning there. Your soul says that I want to burn now. I want to burn so that I just disappear from this realm of suffering, the human realm. So Rohitji, for Virgo ascendants, overall very, very good. Spiritually, you have to be active. You will be spending some money on spirituality. You will be spending some money related to donations. Good time for you to donate rice. Oh, no, sorry, rice, wheat. Okay, elements of sun, wheat. Good time for you to donate oranges. Right? So good time. So just make sure that you make the most use of 9th to 13th of March. Yes, Rohitji.
So good time for Virgo Sun people to go more into spirituality, donations, and
Yes,
all this will benefit you in a longer time. And people who want to get a personal consultation, personal chart analysis, you just drop in your details on acs2channel at gmail.com or on the WhatsApp number displayed. So you will be contacted by Team ACS2 as soon as you put the mail or WhatsApp message. You will be contacted. So further moving on to the Libra ascendant, and for Libra ascendant people, this transition and this conjunction is going to happen in the house of creativity. So Mercury planet is in itself
a
very
very
good
creative
planet
planet,
for creativity.
knowledge. Here, Rohitji, for Libra ascendant, Mercury will be in Aquarius from February 27 to March 16, 2023 for 17 days. And 17 days may be a very small number for everyone, but this is the magical kind of transit for this planet. I just put a very wrong arrow here. Actually, this goes into the 11th house. Okay. I just couldn't move this. Okay, so the 11th house is going to be, the planets will be looking at the 11th house from here. So all the people who are watching this, just don't consider this because sometimes mistake happens and I'm so overworked that I made a mistake here. So now Mercury makes a conjunction with Saturn on 17 Jan and Sun so on 27th Feb and Sun on 27th Feb. Mercury, Saturn already moved here on 17th of Jan and Sun entered on 13th of Feb. So basically, Sun and Saturn are already present, and Mercury is now transiting over them. A Buddha-Aditya Yoga, very important yoga, will be formed around 10th of March onwards. There will be close conjunction between Mercury and Sun, and that will be they will just be 7 degrees apart. That is, Sun will be at 25, Mercury at 18. This is the time for you to make very, very good decisions. Very, very wonderful decisions related to fifth house, related to your children, you're related to your higher education, related to your startups, related to your dharma, starting of karma, starting of getting into spiritual practices, starting of mantra chanting, starting of yoga, starting of meditation. This is the time. This is the time for you to make decisions from 9th to 13th of March. Now, here Mercury will enter Sattvisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March. Okay, so 3rd of March, Mercury enters Sattvisha Nakshatra, and 4th of March is my birthday, and everyone has to wish me on my birthday. But 3rd of March, Mercury enters Sattvisha Nakshatra, and once Mercury enters Sattvisha Nakshatra, it will cure many problems related to your health. And when we see fifth house, Rohitji, what kind of health problems we see? Fifth house is also rules the lower part of your heart, from where the arteries and the veins join you, and it also rules your spine and your hands, like hands, forearms, your arms, your spine. Everything is ruled by the fifth house. So any kind of problems related to heart, spine, forearms, your what you say, vitality, and gallbladder. Okay, this is what upper abdomen. This is all ruled by the fifth house. And here, any such kind of problems happening, you will get a cure for it, or maybe the problem will be solved permanently. It depends on how natal your chart in your natal chart, how Mercury is placed. Now, this is the house of creativity, playfulness, joy, pleasure, and romance. It signifies your mental intelligence, and that is our second point now. Second point is that Mercury enters in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra on 11th of March 2023 at 2:54 a.m. IST, Indian Standard Time, and Mercury gives very good results in Purva Bhadrapada because it is the nakshatra ruled by Venus, and it is in the house of Saturn. And Mercury being the planet of knowledge, when it meets wisdom, and that also in the fifth house. Fifth house is the house of creativity, playfulness, joy, pleasure, romance. It signifies your mental intelligence, your capability to create and innovate. Just imagine what kind of benefit it will give. This house also has a significant what you say energy of Jupiter present to it, which relates to good luck, learning, and fortunes. It is also a bhagyastan. That means it is ninth from the ninth. It is also a bhagyastan, and here mantra chanting or getting into lot of spiritual practices will give you lots and lots of benefit. From here, the drishti, the aspect, mutual aspect of all three planets will be on the 11th house of higher goals. Set a higher goal now, because this is the time Buddha-Aditya Yoga between 10th and when Mercury enters Purva Bhadrapada on 11th. So from 9th till 13th, just add bigger goals. A lot of gains will come your way. This is like putting the seed at this time, and then the fruits will come over time when there are good other good transits. Very, 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 very important time for Libra ascendant to take decisions related to the fifth house, to or your love affairs, your romance, turning it into the seventh house, turning it into your successful what you say outcome of your love, to a marriage, to a partnership. Innovate some things and get partners involved. Do a startup. Very, very good time because gains are on your list here. So Rohitji, Libra ascendant, this is what I can conclude for them about this transit.
Good transit, and they just have to make maximum use of this good transit. And for private
Rohitji, one more thing
consultation,
before we move forward. One more thing I just forgot about them, a remedy. So the fifth house is the house of mantra chanting, and here Mercury is sitting. Mercury, Sun, and Saturn. Okay, now there is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, all three sitting here. So just doing the Gayatri mantra, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yunah Prachodayat. Doing just this mantra will give them all the benefits, luxuries, peace in the world what they want. Very important for this nakshatra, for this transit.
ascendant.
Yeah.
Yes, for Libra ascendant Gayatri Mantra, I can say all 12 ascendants, if we'll chant Gayatri Mantra, will give you magical results because very
Also,
magical.
sorry, Rohit, one more thing. I was listening to KN Rao sir, and he told that every morning we should get up and do first thing which we should do is Mahamrityunjay mantra. it creates a shield around us, it creates a vibration around our aura that protects us. So those people who are scared or who are into some kind of issue problems, they should do Mahamrityunjay mantra for longevity. See, no one is immortal, everyone has to die. But what we need is a peaceful death. What we need is to go from this world in a very pious, pure way, not in hospitals, not. So we just want God to protect us. Okay, so Mahamrityunjay mantra is also very important.
Yes.
Sorry, Rohit.
Mahamrityunjay mantra, Gayatri mantra, both very powerful, both very good. And for personal consultation, what I was telling you after each sign, because every person in this world, concerned about his or her sign, they just watch the sign and go away. So for personal consultations, just drop your birth details on acastro@gmail.com or on the WhatsApp number displayed. You just drop your birth details and you will be contacted by our team and you will get the personal consultation from Akashi. So let's move on further and further moving another a big sign, Scorpio ascendant people, what they will get from this transition in a Sukhasthan, conjunction in a Sukhasthan. So let's see what they will get.
Sorry, Rohit ji, pani. So Mercury will be in Aquarius from February 27 to March 16, 2023 for a period of 17 days. And these 17 days are very, very important because there is going to be conjunction from with Saturn and Sun. And Buddha Aditya Yoga will be formed around 10th of March onwards. Before that, I just want to clarify that Saturn is already sitting here on from 17th of Jan, and this is transit. Saturn can be sitting in any other place in your Lagna chart or D9 according to your natal chart placement or natal planet placement. And Saturn has entered in a Gochar. This is Gochar chart. Saturn has entered in a Gochar around 17th of Jan, on 17th of Jan, and it will stay here for next 2.5 years. And Sun has entered here for 13 on 13th Feb, so it is already here. Sun and Saturn are in close conjunction right now as we speak, and Mercury is entering here in this house. Now, Rohiji, Mercury enters and forms a Buddha Aditya Yoga around 9th or 10th of March. Okay, and because it depends on your place and where you stay, on 10th of March, it is exactly 7 degrees apart, and that is where Buddha Aditya Yoga is formed. The Sun will be at 25, Mercury will be at 18. So from 9th onwards to 13th, it's a very, very important time for you to decide for your home, for your vehicle, for your mother. If you have to take any decisions, this is the time because the planet of intelligence, knowledge is sitting in the house of Sukha. Here, your taking decisions will be very good related to any health concerns. The fourth house, you know what is the fourth house? The fourth house rules your stomach, your breasts. Breast cancer and all is seen from the fourth house. Your chests, your ribs, okay, heart and lungs and blood pressure, everything is ruled from the fourth house, everything is seen from the fourth house. So here, if you are facing any problem related to this, it is a good time for you to start working on this from 3rd of March onwards, because on 3rd of March Satabhisha Nakshatra will get active because Mercury will enter this nakshatra. This is the nakshatra of Rahu. Mercury is very, very comfortable in this nakshatra, and here Mercury gives results related to knowledge. It will give you knowledge related to cure of this problem, or it will make situations where you will get knowledge from someone to cure your problems. And after that, Rohitji, the fourth house is the house of domestic peace, sukh, your lands, real estate matters, vehicles, relationship with your mother. You know, it is called the bandhu bhav. It is how it is seen, the domestic happiness of a person from this house. We see the domestic happiness. The domestic happiness will be at rise because only Sun and Saturn are here. So you have to see that it is aspecting the 10th house of father and son relationships can go a little bit crazy here. But otherwise, mother, very good, no problem, no harm to mother. But if there is mother health of mother is a concern, then you need to take some kind of precautions here. From here, Rohitji, they are all are looking at the 10th house. Okay. And because you have to take bigger decisions of your career, and that should happen only after 11th of March till 16th of March, because 11th of March, Mercury enters Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. And Nakshatra on it enters on 11th March and 2:54 a.m. That means from 12th March it will be properly active. Now here, Rohitji, after this, after the entry of this, then the decisions related to career, the decisions related to intelligence, because it is the house of the nakshatra of wisdom. It is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter rules this nakshatra. And when Mercury comes and sits in this nakshatra, that means Mercury is intelligence, Jupiter is wisdom. So wisdom and nakshatra goes together, wisdom and intelligence goes together, and all the decisions which you make from 12th to 16th will be very, very good related to your house, real estate, even your career, your promotion, or your ability to do good karma, your willingness to do good karma. So Rohitji, overall for Scorpio ascendant people, this is a good transit. Everything is favorable for them, except a relationship with their father or gurus or fatherly figure people. Even if your boss must be old in your organization, you have to show a lot of respect to him. Don't give him names. Don't take names of him, and that will bring bad luck to you because Saturn is here and Saturn is also watching the 10th house. So Rohitji, this is for Scorpio ascendant. Very good remedy for them would be to do Abhishek of Lord Shiva with mud water. Take mud, put it in water, and do Abhishek of Lord Shiva. Other than that, do Tulsi Puja. Mercury is Ma Tulsi, Sakshat Ma Tulsi. That is holy basil. If you don't have holy basil, if you do not cannot put water in holy basil, put water in any other plant. Every plant represents Mercury because it is green in color. And other than that, if you do not have any such kind of things also, this is right now in my place where it is minus 40. I cannot go out and put water in plant, I will freeze to death. So for that, just open Google, just go to one image of holy basil, just pray, because God will look at your willingness to pray, at your intentions, not your actions. That, oh, you went 1,000 kilometers and went to this temple. No, that is all stupidity. You should go to temple, but don't give yourself a problem going to temple, unless and until you have created a sin and you want to get paschatap or prayashit. But that also depends what kind of sin you have done. So Roji, this is my analysis for Scorpio ascendant people. I hope that this period brings them a lot of great joy, success, happiness, everything they deserve.
Yes, we wish them a great transit and a great period ahead. So this was a good transit for all. The only thing is you have to pray Lord Shiva, and for personal consultation from Akashji, those who want that, Akashji should read their chart in detail and tell them everything about them. Then you have to just drop your details on acs2channel@gmail.com, and on the WhatsApp number displayed on the screen. You can also drop on the WhatsApp number, more easy. So just drop your details. You will get the consultation. You will get the call from our team, and they will further contact you and give you the time and date. So now the next in this line is Sagittarius ascendant. So what this transition of Mercury on 27th of Feb will bring for Sagittarius people when they will conjunct Sun and Saturn in one house.
Rohiji, Mercury will be in Aquarius from February 27 to March 16th for 17 days. Now, this may seem 17 days, but 17 days are very, very important days for everyone to make decisions, and decisions related to their future, related to uh, their communication, their destiny, or what work they want to do, or want to travel to a foreign land. Such kind of decisions will be very prominent at this time. Now Mercury will make a conjunction with Saturn, who was in this house or who owns this house and is sitting here from 17th of Jan with almost 6 to 7 degrees now, and Sun will be here. Sun is already here at low degree now, that is not more than 14 degrees right now, and it will be getting more stronger. Now, Buddha-Aditya Yoga is a very good yoga which will be formed around 10th of March, when they will be 7 degrees apart. Sun will be at 25 and Mercury will be at 18. So this is a period where you have to take a lot of good decisions related to your third house. And now what is the decisions of third house? Okay. Now, because third house represents many things. Okay. This house, it governs the mental inclination of a person and their ability to memorize. Here your memory will be playing a very important role. You might even get some bad memories from the past, and you might take a decision that no, I want to destroy that person, or maybe you might get memories where you want to forgive that person. This house relates to journeys, short distance journeys. Now you have to decide that do you want to continue doing short distance journeys, and do you, this also decides your brother sisters, that decision about your brother sisters, that are your brother sisters willing to go abroad for higher studies, for what reason. If you want to take a decision with your brother or sister about some property, about something which is very important, this is the right time from 9th to 13th. Okay, this is the also the house of your habits. Okay, so here, if you are taking a decision related to leaving a bad habit and getting into spirituality, very, very good time, because it is looking at the ninth house of spirituality and higher learning. Those people who are in communication business and want to start their own stuff, like own stuff, their own publication, their own book company, their own media channel, their own radio show, everything, it is a time for you to come and decide, because this is the house of communication. So any communication related business or any communication related work, decision should be done during this time, and that time is from 10th, 9th March to 13th March. Rohitji, then Mercury enters into Shatabhisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March. Okay, before that only, but that is the only the decision part. Now this is the health part here. Health part is, again, I will start from 3rd of March when Mercury enters Shatabhisha Nakshatra. It is the Nakshatra of Rahu, and that means 100 doctors. So Vaidya, Satbisha. Here, Rohitji, Satbisha is a very healing kind of property. Very, very healing kind of property. So the 3rd house rules your lungs, hands, and arms. Also your neck, throat, collarbones, hands, your cuts, wounds, and everything that, even cancer, tumor, menstrual disorders, ulcers, everything is ruled by this house. So if you are facing any of such problems, this is the time to take, or maybe this is the time you will find a cure for your problem. Maybe some you have to put an effort also. If you're sitting home and on a bed, you're not getting anything, you have to research. Now you have to go into, you have to maybe you have to visit a doctor, or maybe you have to get your health checkup done. You might get some solution for the problem which you are facing related to health. From here, Rohitji, Mercury enters Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra on 11th of March. Again, see, Buddhaditya Yoga is formed. Mercury, the planet of intelligence, goes into Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra in Jupiter's Nakshatra, and Jupiter is the planet of wisdom. So now knowledge and wisdom both are together. That means ninth house gets active here. The drishti, the common drishti here on the ninth house. It is the house of higher learning, the house of gurus, the house of charity, the house of bhagya, the house of good karma, dharma, ethics, higher education, one's inclination towards religion, towards good deeds and charity. It is the time for you to take decisions in your life that now, because I must have suffered a lot and this and that. Now it is the time I start doing good deeds. I start make a routine. I do good. I do be spiritual. I help people. I get into social circles. I help people with all the abilities that I have right now. All the tan mana dhana. That means your body, your money, your communication, your voice, everything with your heart. Go ahead and do it, because this is how you will be balancing your karma. Now here, because Sagittarius rules this house and Mercury is going into the nakshatra of Jupiter, the presence of Jupiter is very, very much important in this chart, and it rules your sukha bhav. Jupiter also rules the sukh bhav. So to getting sukh, remedy related to Mercury should be done and Jupiter should be done. That is donation of little bit of turmeric and putting yellow flowers in temple, good remedy. Secondly, doing upasana of Ma Tulsi, that is the holy basil plant, putting water there. And if you don't have any holy basil plant, no worries, you can put water in any plant. All the plants are Mercury, but holy basil plant has Mercury also, the element, the what you say, the mineral of Mercury also present in it. So it is very much associated with Lord Mercury, and it is also called the wife of Lord Vishnu, Ma Lakshmi also it is. Right, Virji, if I'm not wrong? It is also Ma There is Lakshmi and Tulsi Mata Puja, Vivaha also. Sorry, Vishnu and Tulsi Vivaha also after Diwali. So it
with
is very,
Shaligramji.
yeah, with Shaligram. It is very, very auspicious. So, and those people who will now ask me that if we don't have basil plant or we don't have anything near us, and like my conditions, I minus 40 outside, it is snow, 4 feet of snow, no, nothing can be done. So at that, for such people, you need to just open an image and pray in front of that image. That will give you a lot of good luck and success. And Sagittarius ascendant, very, very best of luck for your decisions in this.
Very, very good luck to the Sagittarius ascendant people. Everything comes good for you. We also pray. And now, moving on further to Capricorn, I will tell you before that if you want a personal chart reading, personal chart analysis, that you want to know which dasha I'm going from, when is the fruitful time, how, what remedies I have to take, you just drop your birth details on ACS2 channel at gmail.com, or on the number displayed on the screen. You can also send on that. So let's move on the Capricorn and Capricorn ascendant. This conjunction and this transition is happening in
Second
second
house,
house of communication.
zero G. So, Ruji, Mercury will be in Aquarius from February 27 to March 16, 2023 for 17 days. These 17 days are very important for decision making because what do we need in making a decision? First, we need knowledge. Second, we need wisdom. If both are with us, then we can make good decisions. Now, here Mercury is making conjunction with Saturn and Sun. Okay, Saturn rules this house and sitting in his own house at nearly 7 to 8 degrees right now in this period. So it is not so powerful here. Okay, and also till 6th of March, it is in combust mode. Okay, Sun is put him in combust mode. So it is powerless. After 6th of March, it will start showing some results. That is gains, that is bank balance. Slowly your bank balance will increase and you will get a lot of money. Slowly your family life will be good and it will be um, happening for a very good reason. And also Sun being in this house, that means your speech will be on fire. That is a important, we have to take that in consideration. But Rohiji, now let's talk about how this conjunction and transit will be so wonderful and important. Number one, Mercury and Sun will be in close conjunction around 10th of March. That will be in Buddha Aditya Yoga. Okay, so once this yoga happens, they will be second 7 degrees apart, Sun 25, Mercury 18, and the Buddha Aditya yoga will happen. So any decisions related to the second house, that is with your family, with your finance, with your the second house is also the house of your fixed assets. Any decisions, important decisions which you want to take, this is the right time for you. Very, very good time for you to make decisions around this. Now, Rohiji, here Buddha Aditya Yoga has formed now from 9th to 13th. This is the window from in which time they should take decisions. But before that, Rohiji, Mercury will enter into Sattvisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March 2023. So after 3rd of March, it is the Nakshatra of Rahu, and that means 100 Veds, 100 doctors. That means if you are facing any problem related to your second house, that is related to your face, throat, neck, lips, bone, nails, brain, or right eye, tongue, fever is also seen from the second house. If you are going through these problems, you will get a very good solution from your doctor or from some known where there is someone who has healing capacities. So some people who are going through a lot of stress, they should go to a spiritual healer now, or a Reiki expert, or a yoga massage thing, so that they can get their calmness in the body. So very, very good transit at this time. Now, Rohiji, we see that second house is, I told you already, it is the house of money, it is the house of finance, it is the house of your family, it is the house of your speech. Sun sitting here can give you a little bit of harsh tongue and a fiery speech. So here you have to make sure that no fire, don't become Pushpa, fire. No, you have to become very shant, relaxed, very calm. Because here you can just utter some nonsense to your family, or and that can create a lot of dispute between you. and there can be losses of money because of that. So we have, that is why astrology exists, so that in early only it can tell you that how and what to do. From here, it is looking at your eighth house. The eighth house is the house of hidden knowledge. Now here comes the another nakshatra transit of Mercury, which shows that Mercury enters Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra on 11th of March. Rohitji, here Buddhaditya Yoga is formed. Mercury and Sun are in its most powerful state. Mercury, the planet of intelligence, goes into Purva Bhadrapada, that is the nakshatra of Jupiter. And here, Rohitji, it again gives you wisdom to take decisions. Your intelligence and wisdom are together, that means you will take the right decision. So all the decisions related to eighth house, that is, if there is some inheritance, if there is some medical condition you want to go under, if there is some operation you want to go under, if there is some kind of Rohiji, mysterious things in your life, or education, or some you want to learn something deep, like you have to take knowledge of astrology, of numerology, of mathematics, paranormal, your the people who work in archaeology department, research, PhD, such kind, I want to go into PhD, this is the time to take that decision, because that energy is with you. I want to now become a doctor, and I am 40-year-old, no worries, I will start studying and I will become a doctor. It seems very not practical, but I have such charts in my bank which says that people changed their career when they were 40, 42, and they went into medical school to learn medical. So such things also happen in life. It is not normal, but it happens. If you want to go into a very good spiritual what you say spiritual event, or maybe you want to start something spiritual, messages given to the world, this is the time, because you will be having deep knowledge, you will be exploring deep knowledge, so you can just vent out all your knowledge to people for their benefit. So overall, Rohitji, this chart is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the Lord, and Lord Shiva is very important in this chart. So chanting Lord Shiva's name, Om Namah Shivaya, putting water on Lord Shiva, very good. And also because Mercury is very much associated with Ma Tulsi, or maybe holy basil plant. Putting water in holy basil plant will be very good. If you don't have any holy basil plant, there is no problem. You can just put water in any plants. For people in harsh conditions like how I stay, -40 outside and there is 4 feet snow, for such people, just take an image of the holy basil, and with your pure bhavna, with your pure intention, just pray to that. And Rohitji, there is a small story here. A story is about a farmer who used to go to his farm every day, and there was a stone which he used to pray to the stone, and he used to talk to the stone, and he used to carry the stone every time. Hey, come, let's go, let's go. He used to think that this stone is Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi were sitting, and Lakshmi Mata asked that, Lord Vishnu, who is your Param Bhakta in this world? So Lord Vishnu thinks, and he goes into deep meditation, and he sees this farmer, and he says that, Lakshmi, this farmer who works hard all day, he is my Param Bhakta. He said he too don't even worship you. He just carries a stone around with him, and he's just working all the time. I feel, Lakshmi Mata says, I feel that Narada Muni, okay, Narada is the biggest devotee of you, because he keeps chanting your name day and night. So Vishnu says that, hey Lakshmi, my biggest devotee is the guy, the farmer, because he is always carrying me this stone which has no form, no shape, not even looks like me. He believes in this stone, that this stone is Lord Vishnu. He carries me with him everywhere. He talks to me, and he's not only taking my name, he works hard for 10, 12 hours in the field every day, then again comes back and does my bhakti, sits with me, eats dinner with me. So he's my Param Bhakta. Reggie, so God does not want you to sit in front of an idol, or sit in front of something and then pray and then go to mandir and dance and No, going to mandir is for mental and physical satisfaction. There is a lot of energy present there, which gives you a lot of relaxation. It connects you to the energy of God. But doing anything, just even if I pray to this glass with pure devotion, because this has helped me, it contains the water that my body needs. So this is also God. Everything, this pen, this translates my knowledge from my brain into a book, into a sheet. This is also God. And another thing that in Kayastha, there is a dharma, there is a lineage called Kayastha. They are the lineage of Chitragupta. They do not pray to gods, they pray to the pen. They do Saraswati Puja. They say this is the knowledge, this gives knowledge. We have to pray to book and pen. So Rohitji, praying to anything which you have belief in with pure intention is Lord Vishnu. Simple end of the story. So Rohitji, Capricorn is your nakshatra, your Rashi also. I gave so many examples for your Lagna.
Yes, yes. That's why I was listening so cool and calm way, so I can know about all remedies and everything what I have to do. Thank
Yeah.
you very much for such a detailed analysis. Thank you. So now moving further, the next ascendant is Aquarius ascendant, and let's see what this conjunction and what this transition will bring for Aquarius ascendant. And the people who asking me continuously about the birth chart reading by Akashji, yes, he can do. Why not? But there is a long queue. You have to just drop your birth details on acastro @gmail.com or on the WhatsApp number displayed. You will be contacted by team and will get the time. Okay, let's move on to the Aquarius ascendant. Again, the Lord is Saturn, and this transition and this conjunction is happening in the first house in Lagna. So, what Aquarius ascendant people will get?
Rohitji, Aquarius ascendant. Oh, again I made a mistake. Now the planets sit in Lagna and they look at the seventh house. So ignore my arrow. Ignore
Yes,
the arrow.
they are expecting first house,
No, they are sitting in the
seventh
first
house,
house and they will
seventh
be
house,
expecting the seventh house.
seventh house.
So ignore as soon as Aquarius ascendant come, ignore this. This is a mistake by my side. I think I'm overworked, Rohitji.
Right.
Anyways, Mercury will be in Aquarius from February 27 to March 16, 2023 for 17 days. Now this is 17 days transit, but it has a very big impact on your life. The shorter the transit, the more the planet will be giving you results. Now Mercury enters and makes this conjunction with Saturn and Sun, and it will make conjunction in your first house. It is the house Aquarius where Saturn is currently sitting. It is the own house for Saturn. Saturn is currently in combust mode where Sun is with Saturn, and after 6th of March, it will be out of combust mode. Now, Rohitji, here, Saturn is already transited on 17th of January this year, and Sun just entered on 13th of Feb. So, both the energies of the planets are present already in this house. And now Mercury enters this house. Mercury enters the house, and first Mercury will enter into Satabhisha Nakshatra on 3rd of March, and that is Nakshatra of Rahu. Once Mercury enters this nakshatra, Rohitji, very good results of people who are into depression, anxiety, having problems with brain, having problems with face, having problems with eyes, stressed, always stressed. Everything is being good for them because in Lagna, when Mercury comes and sits in Satvisha Nakshatra, it is means 100 doctors. Satvisha Nakshatra means 100 doctors. It has healing qualities. So Mercury sitting here will heal your brain. What is Mercury? Brain, buddhi. It will heal your brain. So a lot of anxiety, depression, such kind of problems which are going on will be solved for you. Rohiji, now after this, on 10th of March, there will be Buddha Aditya Yoga forming in the first house. Okay. Now, what is the first house? You have to go in detail here. It is called the Lagna or ascendant, and Buddha Aditya Yoga will be forming in the first house. So basically, it generally the first house everyone says is physical appearance, personality, and this and that. But it is also the house of your strength and weakness. It is the also house of your likes and dislikes, and it is also the house of the choices you make. So here your choice, what you make, should be very much like, it will be very much positive this time. Your brain, and your Mercury being there, the lot of intelligence, and in this house of friend, it is a very good friend to Saturn and even Sun. So it will be doing playing a very big role here. Like being these two enemies, Sun and Saturn, and suddenly a friend coming in between, that is friend of both. So enemies also try to become friends. So it's a very very good time. Other than that, Rohitji, they are expecting on the seventh house. So any problems, anything, decisions related to your wife, to your spouse, to your business partnership will be very very fruitful at this time, because Buddha Aditya yogs mean your intelligence will be at peak. Secondly, Rohitji, between in this yoga also, on 11th, in the midnight of 11th March, around 2:54 a.m. or 3 a.m., that means on 12th morning. No, on 11th night, that means 11th only. Yeah, because 12 o'clock must have happened on 11th only, but 12th it will get very much active. It will take 1 degree at least in Purva Bhadra Nakshatra. Here, when this happens, Rohiji, this is the nakshatra of Jupiter, and Jupiter is wisdom. Okay, Jupiter is spirituality, wisdom, and what is Mercury is knowledge and communication. So here, when this happens, any decision related to your business partnerships, your spouse, your marriage, and everything is very very auspicious at this time. Just go for it. There is no way, no one stopping you. Again, those people who have just entered and they're listening from here, just make sure that I made a mistake here by putting the arrow on the eighth house. I couldn't move it. Maybe it is my overworking, or I was tired, or maybe I forgot, or I did not pay attention, and I apologize for it. I'm sorry. But yeah, it looks at the seventh house. So very very good transit for Aquarius ascendant. Good decision making time for you. Good decision making related to your health also. You should go to the gym, walk, do yoga, meditation. May increase the strength of your brain at this time. It will be very very good, because this house is also associated with Saturn. Praying to Lord Shiva is very very good. Putting water on Lord Shiva, jal on Lord Shiva's shivling is very very good. Okay, it can be done at home and mandir, wherever you want, with pure dedication, no problem. Also, because Mercury rules and Mercury is associated with holy basil, that is tulsi. So if you want to put water in the tulsi in the morning, is very very good for you. And other than that, if you don't have basil plant, or if you live in some other country where there is no holy basil around you, put any water in any plant for these 17 days. Keep doing that for all your life. Mercury will always be good for you, even if it is in bad state. And other than that, if that is also not possible for person like me, who's sitting in a house where outside is minus 40 degrees Celsius and lot of snow, Saturn all over the place. Snow is Saturn. For such people, just open an image and do prayers there. Go to the last nakshatra, the last video, and see the story, that why to praying like this. It may sound stupid that, oh, why do I pray like this? But your intention and your dedication and your motive is very important. If your motive is clear, everything will be good for you. So for Aquarius ascendant, Rohitji, this is how the transit is going to take place. And
Yes, if motive is good, then everything is good. And as far as this remedy is very good, put water in basil plant, except Sundays and Dwadashi. There is one tithi after Ekadashi, Dwadashi and Sunday. These 2 days you have to avoid. And for personal consultations, you are surely welcome. And just put your birth details on acs2channel at gmail.com or on the WhatsApp number displayed. Team will contact you and you will get the time. Moving on further on the concluding sign, that is a Pisces sign. So, this for the Pisces sign, this transition and this conjunction is going to happen in 12th house. In Lal Kitab say Mercury is debiliated in 12th house. But Akashji, what the Pisces ascendant people will get here?
Rohitji, we will be moving here according to Vedic astrology. Lal Kitab is just a made up astrology. There are principles of Lal Kitab, and people want instant remedies. And if we tell someone that do this remedy, like do Om Namah Shivaya, they will say, "Oh, this is just a very simple remedy." No, no, I want to walk 10,000 miles and go on the mountain and then jump from there. on a parachute, then land in a river or an ocean, and then from there swim and go into a ship. And from that ship, I will be transferred to 7 countries, and from there, I will get the soil, and then my thing will happen. So this is what people want. People want, when I give remedies that do, you know what, just put a pigeon photograph in your room. Okay, they will say he's a stupid astrologer. What is he talking about? Right? But they don't understand the energies that they want to go do all this kind of big acts of Lal Kitab. Because everyone thinks that unless and until there is difficulty, you cannot get anything. But remember, simplicity is the only key to a successful life. Simplicity. Okay, look at Ratan Tata, the owner of Tata Group. He has a fortune, man. Fortune. He's one of the most richest person I know by heart. But what does he have? He's simple. Eats simple food, dress simply, goes in very simple cars. He has made money, but he has also made life of so many people by giving them jobs. So simplicity is very much important. Now let's move to Pisces ascendant. Pisces ascendant Mercury is in Aquarius and it will transit on February 27 to March 16 for 17 days. Here it is a very, very important transit for you. And these 17 days are bringing you a lot of mysterious things for you. Okay. Now Mercury will make conjunction with Saturn and Sun here. And Saturn is already here, residing here in his own house. Okay. This is the house of loss and house of moksha, house of liberation, house of enlightenment, house of hospitals, house of jail. Okay. Here Saturn and Sun both are sitting. You have to be very, very careful with getting into arguments with other people because it is looking at your sixth house. Sixth house is again the house of legal matters, the house of diseases. So sixth house, when sixth house is afflicted, it directly looks at the 12th house, so it sends you to the hospital. When sixth house is afflicted, law and order, if you break it, directly to jail. Now, when sixth house is afflicted, and if any planet related to this house is afflicted, you also see foreign lands that you were going into isolation. So you have to be very careful for these 17 days and make very good decisions. Okay, very, very good decisions related to these houses. I will go in detail because I know a regular viewer of our channel. She says that whenever you make Pisces ascendant, you just want to wind it up and you do it very fast, and there is no much masala and miramides for us. So she got angry. So for you, I don't remember her name, but she will comment that thank you, sir, for making a big on Pisces ascendant. So I will go into everything detail here. So here the 12th house is is where the conjunction is happening, and Mercury is transiting on its in himself on the 12th house. On 3rd of March, Mercury will enter Satabhisha Nakshatra, and that is the nakshatra of Rahu. It is the nakshatra, very good nakshatra according to 12th house, because it gives cure. Satabhisha means 100 doctors, and it is the nakshatra which will give you cure from your recent problems. This is the house of ending your life cycle and beginning of a new spiritual journey. Here, your decision, this is the time, a thin line between you and your consciousness. You will have to take a decision to start a new spiritual journey. Okay, it is the house of uh, unconscious self understanding. Like, like you have to understand yourself, but going into a very unconscious state. Like you don't have to be into any material world here. It is the house of self undoing, doing. It is the house where you suffer. You know why? Because it is the house of moksha. It is the house of last. You go from this place, from this house. So here it is your house of your hisab kitab. It's the house of your balance of karma, and that can only be recovered or done by a spiritual journey. And spiritual journey does not mean chanting the lord of name of lord. It means socially helping people who are less fortunate than you. May be, everyone is a little bit more fortunate than the other person, and that other person is little bit more fortunate than you in some or either way. Some people are fortunate in knowledge, some people are fortunate in money, some people are fortunate in art. So if you have some such kind of talent in you, you need to give it to the world. You need to let that out. Okay, that will help you develop good karma in this lifetime. And here Mercury enters Sattvisha Nakshatra, so problems related to 12th house. And the 12th house, the main problem related to 12th house, every chart is that sleep disorder, insomnia, sleep problem. Mercury also rules sleep problem. So here your sleep problem will be solved. You will be sleeping like a baby, relaxing, enjoying good energy in this house. But here you have to make sure that no illegal activities are done. Otherwise, law will be very much heavy on you because because Saturn and Sun are sitting together. Okay, it is the also the time of dreams coming true. It is the times of, because this the 12th house is the house of dreams. So here, when Mercury forms Buddha-Aditya Yoga, that is on 10th of March, it will be in 7 degree apart from Sun, and it will cause Buddha-Aditya Yoga. So from 10th, from 9th actually till 13th, it will be a very good period for you to get into a spiritual realm, make decisions related to your court cases, make decisions related to your health, make decisions related to foreign settlement. That okay, finally I want to go to foreign and let's put the file. Those people who want to apply for visa, apply for an application, immigration, everything is, this is the time from 9th to 13 you should do it. Because here there is, it's called Sone Pe Suhaga. That means another cherry on the cake. That is Mercury enters Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra on 11th of March 2023. And here, Mercury, being the planet of intelligence, enters the Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, which is ruled by Jupiter, who is the planet of wisdom. So when wisdom and intelligence will come together, your decision will not go bad. So every decision which you want to take during this period will be very, very good. But it should be of sattvic nature. It should be of Brahman nature. It should not be that let's do a sacrifice now of a goat. Let's do this. Let's cheat someone. Let's do fraud. No. Bad results. Sixth house will be active. Saturn will immediately give you results after 6th of March when it comes out of combustion. So very, very good transit for you. It is a decision making transit. So make decisions carefully during these 17 days, and only pious decisions which has a spiritual transformation involved. Okay, Pisces, I hope that you will be satisfied with this much of information. If not, please contact and I will give you more and more information about your personal birth chart, but in a very different way. I am not like Kal Sarpadoshan or nothing exists for me. Everything is depending on the planet, the nakshatra it is sitting, and what kind of energy it carries. Other than that, a remedy for you is to do Vishnu puja, like Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, number one. And secondly, a remedy for you is to put water on holy basil, that is Tulsi Ma. It is available everywhere in India, but those people who are watching from abroad, they don't have holy basil plant. They can just put water in any plant. It is all ruled. Mercury rules all the plants. Everything green is ruled by Mercury. And if that is also not possible because of harsh conditions like where I live, like -40 and there is snow and snow and snow, I cannot walk 4 feet. There is no plant which is green right now. For such people, just open the image of holy basil and pray with pure dedication and pure heart. Your prayers will be accepted because everything is God. Every object in this world is God or has some use to us. So your intentions will be seen by God, not your actions. Okay? So just if you do chant, dance, nothing will happen. Okay? If you pure dedication, even take, we say do one mala, two mala, five mala, 1,000 names, 2,000 names. No. Just one time, even if you say Ram or you say Jai Vishnu, Om Vishnuve Namaha, Jai Lakshmi Ma, Jai Brahaspati Dev. That's it enough. That will connect you to God, but with pure dedication and pure motive. Very, very good. Yes, Rohitji.
Yes, thank you very much for the detailed analysis of all 12 signs. Very lengthy, very hectic, because back to back videos you have to make, and the consultations and the office work, so much things. But you people, if need the consultation, just drop your birth details on acs2channel@gmail.com or on the WhatsApp number displayed. I think you can drop your details and you will be get contacted by the team. Thank you, Kaji. Thank you very much for this detailed analysis. We will like to meet you in some another video with another transit and another predictions about people. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Mata Di.